Hi there, and welcome to Tammy Talk TV, where we share ways to live a healthy, happy life. Today we're going to continue our discussion about sleep, and we're going to talk about how to get to sleep when you're stressed. Now, I did a whole series about how to rest when you're stressed, and I'm going to link that up above and down below. But the truth is, getting rest and actually going to sleep are two very different things. So I have a tip here that if you're having trouble either going to sleep or if you wake up during the night and can't go back to sleep because you're just constantly fretting about things, I have a little tip that may help you very much. And that is, before you go to bed, whether you're feeling stressed or not, because sometimes we don't realize we're dealing with stress until we're already in bed, and that kind of defeats the purpose. So about 10 minutes before bed, take a moment, and what I have is a today and to-do list. So just take a moment and make a list of everything, first of all, everything that happened during the day that might give you reason to fret about it at night. For instance, if a coworker said something to you and you think, I should have said this, or I should have said that, or what I should have done was, just go ahead and write that down. You don't really have to work it out. You simply have to write it down, because for some reason, writing things down takes it out of our head and onto the page, and we can let it go. But until we write it down, we tend to just sort of chase it around like a hamster on a wheel, and especially during the dark quiet of the night. Because during the day we have so much going on that we just don't really think about these things. But when it's dark and quiet and our brain has time to really process what happened to us during the day, it can very well keep us awake at night. So that's first, is your todays. Anything that you did that happened to you during the day that you wish you had done differently, that you're just worried about, whatever it may be, anything that comes to mind on your todays, just write those down. You don't have to do anything about it other than write it down. Okay, and then on the other side we have our to-dos. And so anything that you have to do in the future, no matter how far in the future or how minor it might be, just write it down. Because that's another thing. If you wake up during the night and you think, oh, I have a meeting next week that I need to prepare for. If you don't write it down, then you just constantly think about it in order to not forget it before the next morning, so that you can do whatever needs to be done in preparation. But if you'll write it down, then you can actually move it from your head onto the page and you can let it go. So take about 10 minutes before bed and just pour out all your todays and to-dos. Then put that list where you can get to it during the night. And put it next to a nightlight with a red bulb. So if you haven't seen the one about sleep disturbances or sleep environment, I'm going to link it above and below, because we did a whole video about setting the proper environment for sleep. And red is the color that is least disruptive for sleep patterns. You're going to need a nightlight with a red bulb to truly keep you from waking up when you get up to write these things down. So anyway, put this list next to your nightlight with the red bulb. And that way when you wake up at say 2 or 3 a.m. with something on your mind, just go write it down. Because it truly takes it out of your head, puts it on the page, and allows you to let it go. I have gotten up and written things down during the night and not even remembered doing it until the next morning I look at my to-do list and I'm like, aha, I remember. In fact, I remember it was January. I woke up at like 2 a.m. and I thought, oh, the dog needs to go to the vet in April. Okay, I know it's January, but I also know the dog needs to go to the vet in April. So I got up, went into the bathroom, turned on my nightlight with the red bulb, and wrote down, dog vet April. Got up the next morning, pulled out my calendar, and put it on the schedule. So if you follow through, that's the best way, is to just follow through the next morning. Anything that you have on your to-do list, go ahead and put it on your calendar. That way it doesn't just constantly revolve on your to-do list. Because the truth is, once you put it on the calendar, you subliminally know that it's there, and then you can just work that out. So you can totally let it go, knowing that it's taken care of. So if you're feeling stressed, or even if you're not, go ahead and try it. At night before bed, just make a list of your todays and to-dos, and you will sleep better. So we will deal with we will have another sleep segment next time. But until then, here's wishing you health and happiness. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you get a reminder when there's a new video.